So previously I have made a video on how to generate a piece of song using the latest model of Lyria, which is one of the best AI models for music generation. And at the time, Google has released a new model called Lyria 3.5, and one feature that stands out is the ability to choose the tempo and the duration of the outputs. So essentially you can choose the length of the audio produced by the model. And on my previous video I actually show you that I mentioned the duration on my prompt, but unfortunately AI wasn't able to follow my instruction. So as you can see right here, even though I specifically want to get a piece of music that is exactly 2 minutes long, but unfortunately I'm getting a piece of music that is close to 3 minutes. Now, initially I thought that maybe there is something wrong with my settings, or perhaps the feature is not yet available, which is probably the reason. But I just realized that the solutions are very simple. There are two ways that you can do to produce music using AI, and you can choose the duration. So this is very unexpected, but basically you can do this, you can choose the duration if you generate music not via Google Flow Music, but rather via the Gemini platform. So to do that, you can open gemini.google.com, and after that you can enter your prompt. Perhaps I'm going to be using this prompt. And don't worry, later after this I'm going to show you the other method that you can do, and that is something that you can do inside of Google Flow Music, assuming that they're not releasing a sort of UI or slider in the future that lets you choose the duration. So that's going to be a sort of temporary solution for this problem. But anyway, let's go back to Gemini. Okay, this is my prompt, and this is very important. Make sure that you select the Pro model. Now, it doesn't matter whether it is the Gemini 3.5, Gemini 4, Gemini 6, it doesn't matter, but choose the Pro model and click the plus button and then click Create Music. Okay, don't forget to specify the duration for the audio. So for me, I want the duration to be exactly 90 seconds. Okay, submit and just wait for the AI model to reroute your prompt into the appropriate model, which is probably and most likely Lyria 3.5. I say most likely because Google doesn't actually say anything if the model is available in the Gemini model. But I think there is no reason Google not releasing the model into this main platform. And again, I have done some testings, and it is just too good to be true that they're not using the Gemini, so the Lyria 3.5 model into the Gemini platform. The results are very consistent. I can easily choose the duration for the music that I generated. So I would say I'm quite sure that it is definitely using the 3.5 model. But if you choose, let's say, the flash variation, then it would use the previous model, which is the Lyria 3.0. So yeah, that's why it is very important to select the Pro variation. Okay, so the music has been generated. So as you can see, the duration is 1 minute and 27 seconds. So that is basically 87 seconds. It's very close to the target of 90 seconds that I set up on my prompt. So it is not going to be precise. I think it's quite difficult. It is like asking someone to speak in exactly 90 seconds. I think it can be quite challenging to match that number, but it is very, very close. So you can try it again, you can generate music, and I'm very, very sure that it's going to be able to follow the instruction for the duration in your prompt. Now, that's how you can do it on Gemini. If you want to use Google Flow Music, unfortunately right now, again, there is no dedicated slider or menu in the settings that you can select to choose the duration. I think it should be available. It should be more intuitive in my opinion. But there is another option or alternative that we can try. It is not the best. I still prefer the result from the Gemini platform. It is just more straightforward, but here's how you can do this solution on Google Play Music. I'm going to enter my prompt. Okay, and after that, after you have described the music or song that you want to generate, you can add this extra instruction, and I'm going to put it in the description down below. Okay, I'll just copy it. I'll paste that next to my prompt. Essentially, I want the duration to be this exact amount of seconds or minutes. And there is also another instruction for AI. If you happen to generate music that exceeds that duration, just make sure that the main piece finishes around that time. You can fill the remaining time with fading out effect or repeating instrumentals. So this is just an extra instruction for AI to essentially remix the audio that has been generated. It is actually quite an interesting workaround. I think this can even work in the previous model. So let's try that. I'm going to choose the duration to be maybe about 2 minutes and 30 seconds. So I'll tell AI to reach this number. Okay, again, as you can see, I use Lyria 3.5. Send the message and just wait for the result. Okay, so I got 2 different songs, and interestingly enough, both of them have the duration of exactly 3 minutes or close to being 3 minutes. And that's really strange. Now, that can happen because in the prompt it says that if in case you made the music to be over that particular duration, then just make sure that anything beyond that is not very important, no longer the main part of the song. But in this case, I got actually 2 songs, and unfortunately, even after 2 minutes and 30 seconds, they are still containing some sections of the lyrics. So listen to this. I'm going to give you a quick preview. Yeah, there is definitely a part of the lyric in that section. So I tried again, and this time around, on the second attempt with the exact same prompt and settings, I was able to get 2 songs that are honoring my request about the duration. So these 2 have exactly 2 minutes and 30 seconds. So this is really interesting. I don't know the reason. During my testing, it wasn't very consistent, but now I got it exactly to be the duration that I wanted. So I think it is still kind of hit and miss, and I'm not so sure the main cause of the problem, but I'm quite happy that at least I got another version that has the exact duration that I wanted. So yeah, I suppose the prompt kind of works. So anyway, if you are interested, I'm going to put the prompt in the description down below. But in the meantime, I still recommend to go with Gemini because you can choose the duration and it is more reliable. And I would say Gemini is just a place that is more common, more universal for most users. So anyway, I hope you find this video to be helpful, and if you want to learn more about some useful AI tips and tricks, then you can subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you around.